Hello, good evening, and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Okocha Happy Marcel. So today I want to discuss with you about the 5 most powerful questions that you can never regret answering. The 5 most powerful questions that you cannot regret answering. So let's get into the questions. I have talked about these 5 questions, and I told you earlier that it was the 5 questions that have changed my life completely. And I believe these 5 questions will also have impact in your life when you answer them. You may have seen this question in other places, but you may not have answered them all. So let's go into the question. Number 1 is, who are you? Who are you? Oftentimes I like discussing these 5 powerful questions with people because it has a lot of impact in changing our ideology, setting us up to be able to combat the difficulties in this present world. Who are you? Do you really know whom you are? I'm not talking about you answering your name. I'm not talking about your present name. Someone might walk to you and said, who are you? You said, I am Kevin. I am Jen. But this is not what I am talking about now. I'm talking about, do you know your source, your origin, where you come from? Because this is the first thing that will give you the edge. This is the first thing that will change the way you think. Where are you from? And to answer the question, you have to go back to your roots, where you came from. And where are you from could be easily answered in Genesis chapter 1 from verse 24 to 26, when God said, let us make man in our own image. You are an image of God. So when you discover that you are an image of God, what comes into your mind? You will have that belief, that supernatural belief, that since you are in the image of God, that your character is that one that comes from God. That will enable you to shape your thinking to that of God's own, to shape your will to that of God's will, to understand that you are not valueless, that you are an image of God. Who are you? All right, number 2 question is, where are you from? Where are you from? It's very similar to the first question, because when you know who you are, you will also know where you came from. So, where you came from matters a lot. Sometimes I used to tell people that you came from where God is, and if you believe that God is in heaven, in other words, you came from heaven. If you believe that God is in another realm, you came from another realm. If you believe that God is spirit, you came from the spirit. So if you know where you are coming from, it will enable you to understand how powerful you are. Now, let me explain more what I mean by where you are coming from, where you came from. If you came, or you are a member of the family of Queen Elizabeth, or you are a member of a royal generation, you are a prince, you are a queen, that alone will change your mentality. That alone will give you protection. That alone will change all your attitude. Even when you are walking in the street, you walk as a prince because you came from a royal family, and you believe that there is nothing, absolutely nothing anyone could do to you, because you believe from the virtue, by the virtue of where you came from, you are guaranteed. That is the essence of knowing where you came from. It is very important. Now, number 3 question is, why are you here? Why are you here? Now, this number 3 question, I'm not talking about your geographical position. Whether you are in Canada, you are in America, you are in Italy, you are in Germany, you are in China, you are in Nigeria. That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, why are you on earth? Why are you on earth? Everything God does has a purpose. There is a time and season and purpose for everything under heaven. And God does things because He has a purpose, He has His will why He is doing it. So if you are on earth, have you discovered the purpose why you are on earth? Why are you on earth? Until you discover the purpose, the reason why you are on earth, you cannot do anything meaningful to your generation. You cannot add value to your generation because you have not discovered the reason why God brought you to earth. Ask yourself the question in your mind. Just ask yourself the question in your mind. Really? Why am I on earth? Why am I living here? Why am I existing? This is a call to your mental thinking. You need to think about this. Why are you on earth? That is the third question. When you discover the reason why you are on earth, you will know the direction to follow. If you carry a motor, you board a car and you go to the desert and you start running. In the desert, you were lost. You will miss roads without a compass. Compass is the instrument that gives you direction in the desert. Even the sailors that sails in Atlantic Ocean, in the big ocean like Pacific, Indian Ocean, it is a compass that will direct them to where they are going. So answering this number 3 question of why are you on earth, it has to do with your purpose. It has to do with your purpose, and it is only your purpose that will give you direction. It's just like when you are in a soccer pitch and you are playing football without a goalpost. You just be running around the field without seeing a goal to strike. So knowing the reason why you are on earth is the goalpost. We channel all your actions, all your motivation, all your effort to one direction, so that you will not stop thinking about this business today. Tomorrow you think about this. Next tomorrow you think about this. You will just channel all your abilities to different places without capitalizing it in one place. I know this will help you. Why are you here? Now let's go into number 4 question. What can you do? What can you do? Every human being on earth has something they can do. Every human being on earth has something they can do. Have you discovered what you can do? Everything you are putting on, your shirt, your shoes, the motor you drive, the light you use, the telephone you are using to watch this video, the laptop you are using, everything came from the idea of people that answer this question, what can I do? If you have not answered this question of what can I do, you will not discover your potential, you will not discover your ability. We human beings has a lot of hidden potentials in us. A lot of hidden potentials, buried potential. But this is the only question that will resurrect, that will wake up these hidden potentials in you. What can you do? You know God has given you the ability to do something. But when you misplace your priority, that is where you will see that you feel that you are not successful. God, before He created you, made you successful. But you misplace your priority because you were unable to discover what you can do. Maybe you see so many people doing business and you just have interest in the business and you say, let me go and join the business they are doing. You see people doing another thing, you say, let me go and join what they are doing. When I was in secondary school, we called it aganibanism. That is to say that you see people doing something and you start doing it. No. You have to discover your own true potential. Even though you discover what you can do, that thing that you can, if you are doing it, it will give you joy. You will not even remember that you have not eaten. That is what you can do. Even though it seems that thing will not pay you now. Put your effort while doing your job. You might go to another place to find job so that you can earn living. But focus on that work that you can do. Because that is where your destiny lies. A lot of people are helping people to build their destiny by working on that people. Living their own God's gift. God's given gift. Stranded. So many people wake up every day early in the morning, they go to work they never like, they pay them less than they work, and they come back frustrated, and they live like that all the rest of their life, and they die frustrated. This is what I don't want to happen to you, because a lot of people are already frustrated. So that is that number 4 question. Why number 5 question is, where are you going? And it has to do with your destination. If you know where you are going, you know the type of people you follow. When